Welcome to On Today's Ride. I'm Kieran and this is part 3 of my Scottish Odyssey, my road trip through Scotland in my van, doing some mountain biking, doing some road biking, seeing the sights, seeing whatever we see on the way. And today we're at Highland Trails. Well, this is actually technically Highland 2. It's the brand new £750,000 mountain bike centre that was opened a few months ago, and reports are good. So this is the trail map, and you can see there's like a whole list of trails with different grades. So basically blue, red and black, black being the hardest, so we'll and purple being the ride up. So we'll do a long ride up, check out the reds, check out a bit of black, maybe even check out the blue. We've got all day, no hurry. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so a trail centre, as opposed to cross-country mountain biking, is a specific place where they have built trails. They've made specific trails, either just from natural lines, natural trails that were already there, or just digging completely new lines. And as I just said, those will be graded for difficulty, which gives you some idea of how it's going to be, but you never quite know. Black can, black and red can cover a whole multitude of sins. So you tend to find out when you get there. I tend to go easy the first time on a new run in a new place. So we'll be doing that today. And what makes a great trail centre great is largely down to the skills of the trail builders. And these trails were built by CRC, who is said to be some of the best. I've seen the videos. It's never quite the same when you get on it yourself. They don't look super technical. They look fast and flowy, which is nice. I like a bit of both. Yesterday was pretty technical, Heartbreak Ridge. So we'll see. It's a long ride up. If I want to get right to the top, might as well get to the top, see how it is, and then come down. And great thing about riding at trail centres, you don't have to be out for that long. You can go out, do 45 minutes, do an hour, full power, come back in, have a cup of tea, have something to eat, go back out again. That's the plan for today. Views look good in the distance. Climbing up through the pine forest. Pine forests are a very big feature of Scotland, and I guess these are Scots pines. Up and up and up. High pressure. Okay, so we're right at the top. Fantastic views. Fairly easy climb up actually. Very nicely designed uplift all the way up. Just having a chat with these guys. Very friendly. And now we'll hit the downhill. Very fast, very swoopy, really smooth. Fantastic. Nearly overcooked it. Little jump. Rocky section. Ooh. Techie rocky section. Just when you're not expecting it. Little jumps. Slow. Why does it say slow? Probably means... no, it was crossing a walking path. Washboard. Oh man, that is superb. Fool's Gold. So this is one of the blacks. The description makes it sound quite fearsome. But I'm here, so I might as well have a go. I really don't fancy crashing for the third time in 3 days, so I'll take it easy. See, you don't always have so much choice in these matters. Just once you start rolling, you start rolling. Anyway, hopefully you see at the bottom in one piece. Okay, on the black run, fool's gold. Fairly straightforward so far. There's the jump. Oh yeah, lovely. Not the most confident jumper, but I'm starting to learn to get a bit of air. Like that. Took the chicken run, so when there's a feature you don't want to do, like a jump, there'll be an easy way around it, and that's called the chicken line. And I'm the chicken. No chicken line on that one. So yeah, the jumps are those like little lips that throw you up. Ooh. I don't like those double ones. You got to really commit. You don't want to hit it halfway up the second one. Ooh, a little rocky drop. And down. And time to take a little break. That's one of the great things about mountain biking, especially at trail centres. You can go up, do a few trails, do an hour, do a couple of hours, which I've done, come down, make yourself a cup of coffee, have a bicky, and then get back out there. So fantastic. Yeah, so Thailand, superb. The ones I've done so far, really, really good. The black, the red, even the blue. It's a blue jump line. I've never heard of a blue jump line. It's a good place to come and learn how to jump. Anyway, so that's it. I'll go out, do a few more trails this afternoon, and then I think I'll spend the night here. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to do something very different indeed. Okay, you'll find out what that is very soon. Laters. Well, it's tomorrow, and I'm here. I promised you something different, and this is going to be different. I'm here in Ballata, small town, for the annual Ballata Highland Games, a great Scots tradition going back many, many years. I was going to ask for directions to the site, but it seems you just follow the bagpipes. Well, I've paid my £12 entry. I'm into the main field. There's already quite a few people here. I don't know what to expect from the Highland Games. I've never been, but I'm sure there will be a lot of men in full kilt regalia, even some girls in kilts. And there will be some manly activities, sporting events such as tossing the caber and shot putting. And there'll be a lot more bagpipes. A particularly Scottish delicacy. Let's go and try a bit. I'm sure there'll be some freebies. Can I try a wee bit of your tablet? That'll be enough to put hairs on my chest. Thank you.
And that's fudge if you wanted to try fudge as well.
I'll stick with the tablet.
Okay.
Thank you. My God, it's sweet. Nice one.
16-year-old firing hard there on the caber.
Tossing the caber. So it's basically, it's like throwing a tree. Very Scottish. Okay, going to try another great Scottish tradition. I was told I had to come back at 11. They're not allowed to give away whiskey until then. Royal Loch Nagar.
Aye. Oh no! Here we go.
Where are we? What do we got?
What would you like? We've got our 12-year-old.
Yeah, I'm on it.
40%. Distillery exclusive, that's 48%. Then you got your 175th anniversary, which is like cask strength, which is like 50.
Have you got a drop of water?
Oh aye, I've got, oh definitely.
Can I try the cask strength one then?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'll probably require a little...
56.3.
Yeah, that will definitely require a drop. It's very nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, see you a bit later. Got to have a wee dram when you're at the Highland Games. Did I mention bagpipes? Lots and lots of bagpipes. Okay, so I'm down from Heartbreak Ridge again, managed not to crash this time, and it's time for dinner. So I thought I'd treat myself to a Scottish delicacy, no, not haggis, not even fried Mars bars, which is a thing, but fish and chips. And yeah, I know fish and chips is it's a British thing, you can get it everywhere, but the Scots have a particular affiliation with fish and chips, shall we say, and there's some good ones up here, and according to Google, this is a good one in town, so we'll check it out and see what we get.
What can I get for you?
Haddock supper, please.
Yeah. Anything else?
That is all, I think. Thank you. Yeah.
Would you like salt and vinegar?
Yes, please.
Can I get a name for that?
Kieran. Okay, found a park bench in the sun. Very nice, beautiful evening. And here it is. Here's me fish supper, as they say in Scotland. In England we call it fish and chips, but in Scotland they call it a fish supper. Or a whatever supper. It could be a haggis supper or a sausage supper, but this is a fish supper. So there we go. There's my haddock, deep fried. I've broken a little bit off. See what it's like. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Very tasty. Chips look decent as well. Very nice. Yeah, so I'll eat my fish supper, and then I'm going to drive back to where I camped last night, the mountain bike centre, because there were free toilets, decent Wi-Fi, and no one bothered me all night. There was a few people camping out there, and it was good. So yeah, I'll head back there, and that's my day done. Been a cracking day. Really enjoyed the Highland Games. Well, it's the morning after the Highland Games, and I've travelled a bit further north. I'm up in a beautiful area, as you can possibly see. I even slept out here. That's my van. And this is one of Scotland's famous road climbs, the Lecht being the ski station up there. So I thought it would be rude not to do it as I was passing. I have done it before. It's very steep in places, but then it's got a couple of little downhills, so it's not too tough. Anyway, so that's me for today. This morning, the weather is on the turn. It's not looking good. It's looking kind of wet the next few days. So I'll see what I can get done today. I'll continue driving up to Glenlivet Bike Park, and then it might be a day or two sitting in the van. Okay, so here we are at the Glenlivet Mountain Bike Centre. Another beautiful location in this lovely valley. Yeah, more lovely heather everywhere, so this lovely purple landscape. Yeah, I'll do a bit of riding here. So it's on the Glenlivet estate, which is quite interesting, because Glenlivet is mostly associated with malt whisky, I would say. It's probably one of the three most famous malt whiskies in Scotland: Glenlivet, Glenfiddich and Glenmorangie. Probably the three most famous. Not my favourites, I have to say. For me, they're a bit, I think they're all Speyside. And Speyside are non-peaty. I like a peaty, smoky malt myself. Something more from the Highlands, from Talisker on Skye, whatever. But I'll try and visit a distillery while I'm here, just to get a bit of footage of it, get some free whiskey. Why not? Anyway, so I'll ride a couple of trails. I'll only include a little bit of footage because you're probably all bored of watching me mountain biking and crashing by now. Okay, right on. Nice little trail through the woods. Good for testing out the low light stabilization on the camera. It struggles, as do most cameras, with moving in and out of light into shade. So I'll just see how this goes. Is it the most exciting trails here at Glenlivet? No, but they're pretty, and you know, you're sort of out there by yourself. I haven't seen anyone over the hills, through the woods and far away, so why not? Okay, a word about jumping. Now, jumping's something you're going to have to do if you're a mountain biker, and jumping can be a lot of fun, but it can also, to quote Walter from The Big Lebowski, be entering a world of pain. So there's basically different types of jumps. There's like easier jumps, which might just be like a rock that you're coming down at speed, you hit the rock, and then under the rock the earth sort of drops away, so you can sort of jump off the rock and either roll it and land front wheel first, or both wheels jump and land on the back wheel. Or there might be like a lip, so you're coming down at speed, there's a lip, you hit the lip, sends you up in the air, feels like several meters, probably 6 inches when you review it on video later, and you land back down. Yeah, as I said, when you leave the safety of terra firma, there's always a possibility of crashing. But then there's something called gap jumps, and gap jumps are a very different animal. Now that is a gap jump, so that's a small gap jump. You're committed. Once you leave the ramp, and this is a banked ramp, you've got to take off and you've got to land. This is the new line at Glenlivet called, wonderfully, Kieran's line. But despite the name, I ain't doing it. So, yeah, again, if you hit this one here, you really don't want to bail out mid-jump or fluff it and land badly. You want to hit the jump, bang, land down there, and then the same. And it's the same the whole way down. I hear it's fantastic. Maybe in another lifetime. And that pretty much wraps up the end of part 3, I think. So part 4 will continue on the west side of the Cairngorms. I'm going to be in a little town called Aviemore, which is quite famous because it is or was a ski resort. I'm not sure they get enough snow up in the Cairngorms nowadays. Maybe they do. Nice little town, some good little rides out there, some good mountain biking. It's a classic gravel ride I want to do. Just got to hope the weather holds. Okay, please like and subscribe as ever, and see you very soon.